No, sir. I told a few other people this, and I'll tell you the same thing. We're in the legislative branch, as you probably understand, the three branches of government, federal and state level, and we budget for the entire state government, but we don't tell the governor who to hire and who to fire. That's his job, totally. We don't have any responsibility in hiring and firing of employees. Now, I can cut $150,000 out of that budget if I had enough folks to go with me. We could have amended that budget, and we could have taken the $150,000 out of Georgia Public Broadcasting's budget, but they probably would have cut somebody else's job, to be honest with you. In fact, they probably would have cut 3 or 4 employees and kept him, because we don't have any control over who they would have fired. So that was more of a political move on the Democrats.
I understand there was a political move on the Democrats, and I understand what they were trying to get at, but and I understand that the fallout that could have happened. What I'm trying to get across to you is, I would appreciate if you would bring some political pressure to bear on it. Get some of your Republican cohorts or fellow senators and talk to Nathan Deal and say this is making us look bad, because it does. It makes Georgia look real bad when that cronyism's going on.
Well, we've sent that message to him privately. We don't do it in front of a TV camera because of respect for him and his position. You don't go down here and fall on your sword on things that you really can't change. And you want to fight the fights that need to be fought, but that wasn't one you fight in front of a TV camera. That's the one you talk about behind closed doors. And to be honest with you, Chip Rogers and I wouldn't call us friends, but we were acquaintances for 2 years. He was the majority leader in the Senate. I respected him. He was a conservative from Cherokee County, and I got along with him well, but there was a lot of disagreements that I had with him, and one was the way we ran the Senate for the last 2 years, and it wasn't functional at all. So we moved him out of that position in November, and that's when he decided to quit, and he took the job with the governor's, influence there on that Georgia Public Broadcasting. So we didn't support him doing that. The Senate did not support it. The House did not support it, but it is the discretion of the governor who he hires and who he puts in places like that and all of his appointments. So some appointments that he makes we have to confirm in the Senate, but most of those are board appointments for like the DOT or the Board of Regents and so forth, but that's not one that we had any control over. And we can show our displeasure by it, but if we do it in a disrespectful way, then he could come back on us in other ways that's going to punish us or put us in a bad position in our district. So we tend to pick our battles on those things. And as bad as it was, the way it happened, it does smack of cronyism, and it wasn't a smart move on his part, but I don't...
well, I guess the political fallout's for him then, huh?
That's right. Exactly right. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm embarrassed by that remark that my aide made, and it should never happen. That's just not the way I operate. If you know me personally, you know that's not me.
I've actually met you.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have nothing against you. I just it did perturb me, and coming from a public servant, and that's so I decided that this person needs to be told that I'm the boss, not them.
That's right. And I respect that greatly. I understand where my position is. I'm a voice of the people of the 51st District. I respect that process, so I would never respond in an email like that.
Well, I appreciate your time calling me, Senator Gooch, and you have a great day.
I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right.